Hi everyone. Today I have to clear out some of my cumber plants. I wasn't planning to do this today. I just came out to check on the garden like I always do. But after looking around, I noticed something wasn't right. The cucumber leaves had aphids and some pests starting to spread. When you look closely, you can tell if you leave it like this, it will only get worse. I stood there for a while. I didn't start right away. Because honestly, I've already harvested from these plants many times. They were growing well, they even had fruit. So removing them didn't feel easy. It felt a little wasteful. But at the same time, the leaves were getting weaker, and the pests were spreading more. If I kept them, the rest of the garden would be affected. So this time I decided to clear them out. I started by cutting the worst leaves first, the ones that you can tell won't recover. Then I removed the weaker plants. Slowly, no rush, just one step at a time. As I kept going, things became clearer. It wasn't as bad as it first looked. At the beginning, it just felt a bit overwhelming. But after a while, the space started to open up. The balcony felt lighter. And when I looked again, even though I removed some cucumber plants, the rest looked healthier. After that, I moved on to harvesting. The Malabar spinach today was growing really well. Long stems, green leaves, I started cutting. Snip, such a small sound, but very satisfying. I kept going slowly, one stem at a time. After a while, I had a small bunch, then another. Next to it, the lettuce. Today, I pulled all of it out. Not because it wasn't good anymore, but because I needed the pot to plant something new. I pulled each plant with the roots, and honestly, it felt a little sad, because the lettuce was still doing fine. But if I kept it, I wouldn't have space for the next crop. So I decided to clear it all. After removing everything, the pot was empty. Cleaner, easier to work with. Then, I looked at my mustard greens. They were growing very close together. When I planted them, I didn't separate them. So now they were starting to compete for space. Each plant already had 3 to 4 true leaves. So this was the time to separate them. I gently pulled them out one by one, trying to keep the roots intact. Then I moved them into the empty pot. No need to rush. Just be gentle. At first, it looked a bit messy. But after a while, everything settled. Each plant now has its own space. It looks much better. I watered them lightly just to help them adjust. After everything was done, I stepped back and looked at the whole balcony. I didn't do anything big today, just cleaning, harvesting, and replanting. But somehow, it feels very different. Cleaner, more open, easier to look at. Growing in a small space is not always perfect. Sometimes, you have to let things go. But in return, what's left becomes stronger. Today, I have a basket of greens and a garden that feels lighter. For me, that's enough. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video.